Hello, this is John Horn, and I want to be the first to welcome you to the Agent Edge system. I'm so glad that you're here, and I want to tell you, you have just joined one of the best communities online, probably the best community in the world for learning about real estate and using a system that will help you in your real estate business. We have so much technology here for you, and it's real easy to sort of get lost in our system because it is such a massive system. And so I want to give you this welcome video and sort of give you a roadmap as to what to do next. The first thing I want to talk to you about, though, is simply the fact that you have to change your mindset. Now that you're working within a system, you have to start thinking about your real estate business in a different way. And it's sort of like we have all these great tools, but it's only as good as you use them. It's like that old shovel in your garage. It's a great tool for digging a hole in your garden, but unless you take the steps to go out and pick up that shovel and dig the hole, you never get the end results. So with the Agent Edge system is the same way. You only get results if you actually use the techniques and use the training. The second thing I want to talk to you about is that old Nike slogan that says, just do it. A lot of times where agents fail is that they overthink or they try to analyze every little thing about the training and what they're doing. And I would encourage you to just simply do it. I'll give you an example. I was recently teaching a seminar and one of the key things that I talk about are newsletters. And I had an agent come up to me after the training and she said, John, I just really don't think newsletters will work. And I said, don't overthink it. Just do it. Just print the newsletters and send them out. Well, she did. She sent them out to 400. She sent out 400 newsletters to her own neighborhood. And within about 2 or 3 days, she had 6 appointments and 3 listings just from sending out the newsletter. So a lot of times, half the battle is just communicating out there to the world that you're in real estate and that you can help people. And so the newsletters are very, very effective. Now, of course, this is atypical. It typically takes 2 or 3 sessions of sending out your newsletters to really get some good results. But she got lucky and then was able to get some results very quickly. And I hope the same for you. The moral of the story is don't overthink it. Just do it. Just do the techniques, follow the system step by step, and you will be successful. Now let me tell you sort of what the things you need to do next to get set up. First, you need to complete your profile information, which includes uploading a photo or a logo, whatever you want to appear on your city site. Now your city site is what we call your lead generation site, but we use those terms interchangeably here throughout the system. So city website or lead generation website are all basically the same thing. This is your main website for generating leads, so you need to make sure that you put your contact information and your profile information. The second thing you need to do is you need to set up your RealBird account. The RealBird account is what allows your clients, when they come to your website, to be able to search for homes for sale in your area. And there's a step-by-step tutorial located here that you can follow that will teach you exactly how you set up that system. It's free to sign up for a RealBird account, and then they'll give you an account number. You stick that account number on the back end of your Agent Edge dashboard, and that will help you to get your city site set up as well. Thirdly, I would like for you to go to GoDaddy.com or any web URL provider, and you need to secure a more friendly URL. And what I mean by that is you're going to be given an Agent Edge URL that you can send people to, and you can use that URL. It's perfectly fine. There's nothing wrong with that. But it would be a lot better if you could get your own URL, like for example, www.charlottehomes.net or charlottehomes.com. Now I realize that a lot of these URLs, the real good URLs, are already taken. So it's going to take you some time to work through this process to try to find the right URL that's a fit for you. But try your best to get your town, your city. Like I'm in Charlotte, you may be in Chicago, for example. You want to try to get www.chicagorealestate.com if you can. You need to try to get the city name in your URL. That's very important for SEO purposes, and we're going to have a whole series on how to SEO your website, search engine optimization. In other words, how to get your website up on the natural rankings. All that's coming, but in the initial setup phase, we want you to get a URL, a city-friendly URL, and point it to your Agent Edge URL. And that's real easy to do in GoDaddy. And again, there's step-by-step instructions located here on the Agent Edge website. The next thing you want to do is you want to shoot your welcome video. This is really, really important. Now, we have a library of videos that you can use if you don't want to shoot a video. And some of you may be thinking, well, John, I don't have a fancy video camera, or I don't have any high-tech editing equipment. You don't need any of that. In fact, we recommend that you use your webcam on your computer, because the more real you appear to people, the more authentic and genuine you become. So make sure that you shoot your own personalized video. You want to use the words, I know what areas are appreciating versus depreciating. Make sure that you work that into your video. This video is going to be on the main page of your city website. So make sure you, of course, dress nice, look nice, and all those things, but make sure that you include in that script, in your copy somewhere, that I can tell you what areas of Charlotte are appreciating or depreciating. Of course, you'll use your town, but this psychologically sets the tone that you have information that they don't have, and you also help to eliminate your competition. So you're starting to set yourself apart as the expert, and that you have information on what areas are appreciating and what areas are depreciating, and that they should call you to find out which areas you recommend. Well, now that you have all that done, the next step that you need to do is you need to make sure that you have read my book. It's very, very important, because the book covers all of what we call our theory and use at Agent Edge. All the things we believe in, all the things we know to work, all the principles that we teach are in the book. And so the entire system is going to make a lot more sense to you if you read the book. So make sure that you, before you keep going, make sure you stop and read the book. It's only about a 45-minute or an hour read to make sure that you've got that behind you. The next thing you need to do is you need to start getting ready to receive leads. And what this means is you need to start to create a database of your sphere of influence, all the people that you know, all the people that your church members, your neighbors, your friends, family. You need to create that sphere of influence list, and you need to start to clean it up and make sure that you get the street addresses and everything tightened up on your list. Some of you may not know what I'm talking about as far as a database, and so I want you to watch the video here. The next video that you go to is called the Agent Edge System. The Agent Edge System. It's very, very important, because we talk a lot about building your list. Everything in the Agent Edge System is about building your list and touching those clients in very impactful ways that help them refer you to other people. So you're going to have a database. Now, some of you may already have a database set up with your company, and if you do, that's fine. I'm not recommending that you change anything, but just be ready to add leads as they come in through your system into your database, because it'll be up to you to manually put in those leads into your system, into whatever back-end database you're using. It's very, very important that you have a system set up, because once you get the website going, you're going to have lots and lots of leads coming in. Also, I want you to get in the habit of creating your Craigslist ads. Now, what you can do is go to the Craigslist ad maker, and we already have pre-written ads, pre-written graphics. Choose what ad you would like and go ahead and create those ads, and Agent Edge system will give you the code that you need to put onto the Craigslist ad, and then your ad will appear. Very easy to do, but I want you to go there and do a couple of them and get used to the system and get used to doing that, because with Craigslist ads are something that we're going to be doing every single day. So it's very important that you start to do that. The next thing I want you to do is make sure that you get your newsletter system up and running. Go into the newsletters, tailor those newsletters, get them ready to go out, because that'll be another task that's going to be very, very important that you do on a regular basis. Also, make sure you watch the tutorial video on how to blog. You're going to be blogging, you're going to be doing social media and tweeting, and one of the first steps we're going to do next week is we're going to announce on social media about your new website, and this is going to help to drive people to your new website. But before we do that, I want to make sure that you have your videos up. I want to make sure that everything's set up correctly on the back end, and then we'll move forward with announcing to the world about your new website. I'm so excited about that process. So you have lots of work to do. There's a lot of information here that we just covered. So this week, your very first week in the Agent Edge system, I want you to concentrate on getting your website set up. I want you to concentrate on reading the book. I want you to concentrate on getting your database and your list set up, making sure that you shoot your video for your city site. Get all those things done the first week, and look for our webinar coming up. And that's when I'm going to start coaching you through step by step. This is part of your 6-week coaching period with me. We're going to do a group webinar to show you what you need to be working on in the next step. So I hope to see you there, and thanks so much for joining Agent Edge. Go ahead and get started, and I look to see you on the other side.